What's happening, guys? Paul Farmer here, Freedom Project Live. This is episode 60. What I like to do with these is share my experience online, share my results, share what I'm doing, give you mindset tips, give you marketing tips, and really just do whatever I can to help you along your journey, get better results, make more income, live a freer, more fulfilling life. That is the whole intention here. All right, so thank you for those of you that are hopping on right now. Thank you for joining me. So let's see here. Let's go over some things. So yesterday was Valentine's Day, and my wife and I, we don't really do a whole lot. We just, it's too hectic to go out on Valentine's Day itself. And a while ago, we just decided, we don't really need a day to show each other we love each other. So we don't do a whole lot on that day. That doesn't mean I don't do things on other days, but we don't do a whole lot on that day. But it's kind of funny because my wife got me a little gift, and that's what she got me. Okay. If you don't know what that is a toilet light, a toilet light that you put on your toilet and it lights it up. I haven't used it yet. It's still in the box, obviously. But and the funny thing is I actually appreciate it because now I don't have to turn on the light at night, pretty cool. So it's kind of funny, but that's kind of where we're at, and but anyway, I hope you had a great day yesterday. Yesterday for me, my team was really going to work yesterday. I had quite a few commissions come in from my team and from my efforts as well, but mostly my team, which is just amazing. And that's what happens, when you go and do the things I'm teaching you to do on these episodes, on these live episodes. And if you just go through my channel, I got a bunch of stuff there too, but this is what happens when you go to work, when you put your head down, when you really focus. So for all of 2018, up until like late summer, I was entirely focused on one system. That's all I did. I didn't do anything else. I may have had some things running in the background that I wasn't actively promoting them. I wasn't even talking about them. They were just in the background. And I was entirely focused on the one thing and building that thing strong. And that's a real key there. That's a real tip. If you take anything from what I teach you, focus is key, especially when you're first getting started. You got to get something off the ground. Focus is really, really important. Got to have blinders on because you're going to get pitched everything under the sun. You're going to have every training thrown at you. And what I have learned to do, it's very simple. Okay. So if the training doesn't match what I want to focus on. So for example, my bread and butter, what I mostly do are YouTube videos, and I do stuff on Facebook. I do posting on Facebook, engagement, chatting on Facebook. I do Facebook Lives from time to time. I'm considering doing one today, actually. But that's my wheelhouse. That's what I focus my attention on, okay? So if there's like a training on Instagram, for example, yeah, that's probably great. It's probably awesome. But it doesn't match with what I'm doing right now. I am working to become a master at YouTube, a master at Facebook. And when you're first starting, I would suggest probably just doing one. And what I usually tell people is Facebook is the best because there's, I believe, over 2 billion people on Facebook for one thing. It's easy. It's free. It's not that hard to get engagement. It's not that hard to reach out to people. And they have live video that you can do if you choose to do videos, which will help establish the know-like trust process. So you could actually build a full-time income straight off of your Facebook wall if you know what you're doing, okay? If you know how to do it. My mentor has made well over $1 million using free strategies on Facebook alone. So it's very doable. You got a very powerful tool right there. Me personally, I've made, I don't even know how many sales I've made off of my Facebook wall. I've made so many. But what I do is I use YouTube, which is how I established know, like, trust, because people come to my channel, they watch my videos, they see me, they hear me, and then what they do is they go over to my Facebook wall and then they connect with me. And by the time they hit my Facebook wall from coming from my video, they're usually ready to get started. And usually by that point, they're ready to not just get started at the lowest level possible, but they're actually ready to come in midway or all the way in to my business, where they're going to position themselves to make the most money and get the most training. That's how you get the bigger sales. Okay. It's the know, like, trust. So I thought today, let me see here. I thought today that I would talk a little bit about the numbers, because numbers are important. If you know the numbers, then you know what to expect, right? And so basically, I'm going to throw this out there, okay? So if you want to make, let's say you have a product, it pays you $1,000 straight up commissions, okay? Let's say you have a product, pays you $1,000 straight up commissions. So if you wanted to have a $1,000 day today, so let's say you want to have a $1,000 day today. You wake up, you're like, man, I want to make $1,000 today. What you have to do, it's about a 10% closing ratio, okay? So if you go out and you talk to 100 people, no, I'm sorry. If you go out and talk to, do I have this right? Put it this way. If you put out 10 links, you're going to get one sale. Okay. So if you ask the closing question 10 times, you're going to get one sale. 10 times, one sale. What's the closing question? Well, you want to ask them if they're ready to get started. You want to ask them, you want to direct them to getting started with you. Welcome to the team. Sounds like you're ready to get started, that kind of thing. You want to ask that closing question that many times, okay? If you're not doing that, you can't expect to make any money. It's not going to happen. If you want to make $2,000 in a day and you have a $1,000 product, then that would be 20 times, right? So 20 times you get 2. If you want to do 10,000, which is possible, then you need to do 100. So what top leaders do is they don't just go out and try to ask that closing question to 100 different people at a time. Instead, what they do is they gather people together, like on a webinar, and then they give some value. And then at the end, they ask the closing question. And then that's how they go out and they get like 10 sales. So for example, my mentor did a value training the other day, and he had not all himself because he was doing it for the team, but so far what has been produced from that is 8 $1,000 days for 8 different people. Okay. Actually, I believe there's been more than that, but I know of 8 for sure. Okay. So 8 people over the last week, $1,000 days. I would say that's pretty good. And they're coming from what was done on that one webinar. So if you don't want to do webinars, of course, you could do it one-on-one. And that's going to take a little bit longer, obviously, because you can only message so many people. It takes a little bit of time to go through the conversation, takes a little bit of time to get to that closing question. And what I know for a fact is a lot of people are afraid to ask the closing question. They're afraid to ask that. And that's not going to make you sales. Okay. So know those numbers. So 10 people, 1 sale, 20 people, 2 sales, 30 people, 3 sales. That's kind of how it works out. So you just need to know your numbers. And it's not just, you got to ask the closing question though. Sounds like you're ready to get started, ready to get started now. Do you see an opportunity here? You got to ask that question. And before you can even get to that, you got to get them to your material, your tool, whatever it is you are using to do the telling and selling for you. Because you don't want to be the one that's explaining everything, because that's when it all gets messed up. You allow the tool to do the telling and selling for you. Okay, so hope you got some value from that. If you want to know how I was able to go from literally $50 to $2,000 weekly pay. Click on the link right below with the green check mark, and that is my main system. I do everything through that, and it's an absolutely incredible system, and the compensation plan is awesome too. Okay, that's how I get sales coming in every day, because of the leverage built into that system. Okay, and I use it for everything. If you want to get mentored by a millionaire marketer, go to the link that says Millionaire Mentoring and watch the video that follows it. Watch the entire thing, take notes. This is real stuff. I mean, I was watching a training this morning that was done yesterday. And these types of trainings are ongoing trainings. They're ongoing trainings. It's not like one time. No, these are like he comes on and does these like weekly. And he gathers people in, and he goes over what are the fundamentals. What do you need to be doing to grow your business? What do you need to be doing to make $1,000 days? Like, what is it you need to do? And he goes over exactly what to do. He'll even ask you what you need help with. And to be completely honest with you, a lot of these people are not on his personal team. He is not. Let me just explain this. He's not being rewarded in the sense of making a sale from this person. Now, maybe down the line, paying it forward and everything, it will pay off. It will come back around to him later. But up front, I mean, he's not benefiting from a commission, is what I'm saying. He's helping the team. Even though he's not benefiting directly from it. Now, will it come back around? Of course it will. Will he get testimonials that will make it even more powerful? Bring even more people into the community? Absolutely. But when I was having this conversation with someone yesterday, and they were asking me, like, what do I have to do to get results? And I told them, like, straight up, I'm like, look, if you want to go fast, if you want to, cut the learning curve completely and just get to the meat, get to what works and what you need to be doing, then you need a mentor. And this is where you need to go. And I directed them where you need to go. Okay. Now, many people, when I do this, it's like over their head. They go on and go, oh, well, I'm going to figure out on my own. I already have training. And the issue is they have no results. But they're going to figure out on their own. Okay. Don't make those mistakes. I made those mistakes. I talked about this in depth yesterday, but I just wanted to say, like, just yesterday, we had a mentoring session, and I'm just blown away. I'm blown away at the value that's provided, and it's ongoing. People don't get this kind of stuff very often. I've been in a number of companies. I've been around almost 7 years now. Been marketing almost 7 years. Not too many people do this kind of thing, okay, for so little. They don't, okay? So if that sounds good to you, you're ready to take a tremendous shortcut, click that link, Millionaire Mentoring, check it out. And don't just check it out, get started. Get in our community. Let's get you going. Let's make 2019 your best year yet, because that's what's going to happen, okay? So make it a great day. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.